6 now. Let us go to example 7 now. So in this example 7, the question is like, find the smallest number by which 9408. The number 9408 must be divided so that the quotient becomes a perfect square number. After dividing by a smallest number, the whatever the quotient that you will get must become a perfect square number. Okay, find the square root of that quotient. So before that, let us factorize this 9408. So let us take this 9408 and prime factorization. 9408 divided by, take the smallest prime number and divide it by 2 4s are, then 2 7s are 0, 2 4s are, again by 2, 2 2s are, 2 3s are 6, 2 5s are 10, 2 2s are, again 2 1s are, 2 1s are, then 2 7s are, 2 6s are, again 2 5s are, 2 8s are, 2 8s are, then 2 2s are 4, 2 9s are 18, then 2 4s are, 2 1s are, 4s are, 2 7s are, again 147 by 7, 7 2s are 14, 7 1s are 7, then 7 into 3. So like this, so you get the factors like this. So this can be written as 2 into 2 into 2 into 2, then again 2 into 2, then 7 into 7 into 3. So here some numbers can be expressed as a square number. We can write this as 2 square, this also 2 square, again 2 square into 7 square into 3. Look at this, the factorization, prime factorization of this number 9408 are all having equal factors except the number 3. So this is not in pair. All other numbers, all other factors are in pair. So 2 square, look at this, 2 into 2, 2 into 2, 2 into 2, then 7 into 7. Only 3 is not in pair. So for that, what you have to make, either, so here what number should be divided. Therefore you divide this number by 3, then this 3 will be eliminated from this. So once you divide it by 3, so what you will get, let us see now. So divide this number, therefore, so 3, factor 3 is not in pair. So the given number is not in pair. So therefore it should be divided by 3. So therefore 9408 must be divided by 3. They asked in the question by what number it should be divided, they asked. Therefore if you divide this 9438 by 3, then this 3 will get eliminated from this factors, list of factors. So then remaining factors, whatever that you will get, it will be a perfect square number only. So then what you will get once you divide it by 3, you will get, divide this one by 3, what happens? So 9408 should be divided by 3. So you will get 3 3s are 9, 3 1s are 3, then 3 3s are 9, 3 6s are 18. 3136, that is the number you will get. This is a square number, it must be a perfect square number. 3136 is a perfect square number. Now after finding this perfect square number, look at the question now. Find the square root of this quotient. So find the square root of this quotient means, so look at this is a quotient. See, already we have factorized this one. This is a factorization. So you remove these 3 means the remaining factors will be the same only, same factors. So therefore 3136 can be written as 2 square into 2 square into 2 square into 7 square. Look at this, 2 square into 2 square into 2 square into 7 square, we have removed 3 because we divided by 3. When you divide it by 3, you will get 3136. Then prime factorization should be having these numbers only as factors. So therefore, so here we want to find out the square root of this one, 3136. It is same as square root of 2 square into 2 square into 2 square into 7 square. Now the square root of this will become, remove from the square root now, 2 into 2 into 2 into 7. So once you multiply, you will get what is 56. 2 to the 4, 4 to the 8, 8 7 is
3136 is equal to 56.
Yes. Square root of 3136 is 56. So this is the solution. Now let us go to example 8. Find the smallest square number which is divisible by each of the following numbers. You have to find out the smallest square number. Square number they are asking, which is divisible by 6, 9, 15. So here we have to follow two steps. Here we have to follow two steps.
Find the LCM.
First step, you have to find out the number which is exactly divisible by these three numbers. That may not be a square number. Then you find out the nearest square number by multiplying a factor to that one. So now first let us find out the smallest number which is divisible by. So let us take the smallest number. Smallest number which is divisible by 6, 9 and 15 is nothing but the LCM of 6, 9 and 15. You need to find the LCM of 6, 9, 15. What is the LCM of 6, 9, 15? Divide by a common number. 3 to the 6, 3 is a 3 5 is. Again, say all are not having common factors, so it will be 5 to the 10, 10 into 9, 90. So it is nothing but 90. 90 is the LCM. So this is the smallest number divisible by these three numbers. So it is divisible by 6, it is divisible by 9, it is divisible by 15. So 90 is divisible by 6, 9 and 15. Okay. So now look at this. Whether it is a perfect square number or not, it's a question mark. See? Because it is having odd number of zeros, ending with odd number of zeros. No perfect square number will end with odd number of zeros. Only one zero is there, therefore it is not a perfect square number. Let us factorize this one. So 90 should be factorized. So let us factorize this one by 2, smallest prime number. 2 4s are 8, then 2 5s are 10. Again it is not divisible by 2. Let us go to 3. 3 1s are, 3 5s are 15. Again 3 5s are. So now you can write this as, okay, 3 into 3 into 2 into 5. 90 can be written as 3 into 3 into, so 90 is same as 3 square into 2 into 5. So look at this, the prime factorization of 90 gives you the factors 3 square into 2 into 5. Here only 3 square is in pair. Remaining 2 and 5 are not in pair. So therefore you have to make this as a pair. You have to multiply by 2, another one by 5. So to make 90, 90 should be multiplied by 2 into 5. 2 into 5 to make a perfect square. Perfect square divisible by 6, 9 and 15. So therefore, if you multiply this, what is that number? 90 into, you multiply this 90 into 10 or 2 into 5, just I will write 2 into 5. So this is the number. Okay. So therefore, it becomes 9, 10, 900. So now this is a perfect square number. This is a perfect square number. 900 is the square number which is divisible by both all the three numbers, 3, 9, 15. So this is the solution. 900 is divisible by 6, 900 is divisible by 9, 900 is divisible by 15. 1 plus 6.3. Exercise 6.3. First main. Look at this question, all of you. What could be the possible ones digit, that means units place digit, of the square root of each of the following numbers? square root of each of the following numbers. Okay, now if I find out the square root of 9801, what should be its units place digit? What may be the units place digit? So you have to recall the property of square numbers. When you are squaring a number, what are the digits in units place you will get? So that you have to recall, and the reverse process you have to apply. So suppose 1 is a number, so for what number you should square so that it units place digit becomes 1. That we are, because we want to find out the square root. It is a reverse process of squaring. So squaring, suppose here 3 is there, means squaring means 3 square, it becomes 9. Okay, so its reverse process is square root. Square root of 9 is 3. Therefore, the units place digit of this square root of 9 is 3, like that. Okay, in the reverse way you have to tell. Can you recall the property, square numbers property? What is that square number property says? Units place digit of square numbers.
Sir, unit place of the square number will be end with 1 or 9 and square will end with
Suppose
1, sir.
a number ends with a digit. Here is a number ends with a digit 1. Then its square. Square will end with 1 only. If a number ends with a digit 2, its square ends with 4. If a number ends with a digit 3, its square ends with 9. So if a number ends with a digit 4, its square ends with a digit 6. If a number ends with a digit 5, its square ends with 5. If a number ends with a digit 6, 6. If a number ends with a digit 7, its square ends with 9. If a number ends with a digit 8, its square ends with 4. If a number ends with a digit 9, its square ends with 1. If a number ends with a digit 0, its square ends with 0 only. Isn't it? Okay, let us keep that aside now. Now look at this. This is a square number. Suppose look at this. If a number ending with a digit 1, if a number ending with a square number ending with a digit 1, its square root must be either 9 or 1. So look at this. We have 1 here in the square numbers. Then its square root must be either 1 or 9. Okay, suppose if a square number ends with 4, if a square number ends with 4, then its square root either ends with 2 or ends with 8. Isn't it? So if a square number ends with a digit 9, okay, then 7 or 3. If a square number ends with a digit 6, 4 or 6. You can very well remember, look at this. 1 and 9. 1 and 9. Square number ends with 1. Therefore, square root ends with 1 or 9. For 2 and 8, square number ends with 4. Then the square root of this one ends with either 2 or 8. Is it clear, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Now, suppose a number, square number ending with a digit 1. Its units place digit must be either, what is the number? Ends with 1 means, see, a square number. This is a square number. Ends with digit 1. Here we have two chances. 1 and 1. Its square root should end either with 1 or 9. Okay. 1 or 9. Shall I remove this?
Yes, sir.
Now you have to tell me now. I am going to remove this. So you recall and tell me. So its square root ends with either 1 or, its square root either 1 or 9. Then if it is ending with 6, square root 4 or 6. Okay. Again 1. Same number. 1 or 9. Ending with 5. It should be 5 only. Is it clear to all of you?
Yes, sir.
If you know that squaring of a number ends with what digits, then reverse process you will get this. Very simple, only thing you should know the property. Squaring of certain number ends with what digits, you have to recall that one, then apply the reverse process, you will get this answer. So now let us go to the question number 2 of this exercise. Without doing any calculation, find the numbers which are surely not perfect square numbers. You have to tell me which are these numbers are not perfect square number. You have to tell me whether 153 is a square number or not.
So no sir.
Why?
No, sir.
This is no.
Sir, it has 3 and 3 square number.
So ending with digit 3. So numbers which are ending with what digits are not perfect square number?
Sir, 2.
3,
2,
7, 8. If numbers are ending with these digits are not perfect square numbers. If a number ending with 2, it cannot be a perfect square number. If a number ending with 3, it cannot be a perfect square number. If a number ending with 7, not a perfect square. If a number ending with 8 is not a perfect square number. If a number ending with odd number of zeros, then also it is not a perfect square number. So these are the properties you studied in the. Now this is also no only. So because ending with digit 7, it is ending with digit 7. Then this is ending with digit. This is also not a perfect square number because ending with digit 8. Now this one 441. Is it a square number? There is a chance it can be a perfect square number. 441. So it is yes. Ending with digit 1. Ending with digit 1. Sometimes if ending with digit 1 means may not be a square number, but it is having equal factors. So you can write 441 can be written as, what are the two equal factors for 441? 21 into 21. It can be expressed as the product of two equal factors. 21. So therefore it can be expressed as product of two equal factors. Therefore it is a perfect square number. The question is whether the given number is perfect square or not. That much only you have to tell. Without calculation you have to tell. So here is a chance because ending with digit 1, it can be a perfect square number. If ending with digit 1 cannot be called as a perfect square number. 11, 21, 31, ending with 1, they are not perfect square numbers. But it can be a perfect square number. So you have to verify that 21 into 21 gives you 441, therefore it is a square number. Is it clear to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Now let us go to third question now. Find the square root of 100 and 169 by repeated subtraction method. Already I have done this one. So let us do this 100 by repeated subtraction method. So you know that all square numbers can be expressed as a sum of first odd numbers, n odd numbers. N square means you can write this as sum of first n odd numbers. All square numbers can be written as sum of odd numbers. So remove these odd numbers. In how many steps you will get? That will be its square root. So now you have to find out the square root of 100. Let us see now. First odd number 1. 100 minus 1. 99. So again 99 minus 3. 96. Next 96 minus 5. 91. 91 minus 7. 84. Then 84 minus 9. 75. Good. 75 minus 11. Very good. 64 minus 13. 51. 51. 51 minus 15 is equal to 36. 36 minus 17.
36 minus 17 is equal to 19.
Yes.
17 is equal to 19.
19. Okay, good. Then 19 minus 19 is equal to 0. So let us check how many steps you got. First step, second step, third one, fourth one, fifth one, sixth step, seventh step, eighth step, ninth step, 10th step. We subtracted 10 odd numbers. Therefore, square root of 100 is 10. So how many odd numbers you subtracted? So that will be its square root. Okay, square root of 100 is 10 because we subtracted 10 odd numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 odd numbers. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 19. 10 odd numbers we subtracted. Therefore, square root of the given number 100 is 10. Now again, we will have to do this 169. Come on, tell me one by one. 169 minus 1. 13, correct. Tell me the steps. 168. So you are getting 168 minus 2. 3. 165. Then 165 minus 5 is equal to 160. 160 minus 7. 153. 153. 150 minus 9. 144. 144 minus 11. 130. 30. 138. 149 minus 11. 138. So 138 minus 13. What you are telling? Wrongly you are telling. Isn't it? Is it correct now? 153 minus 9, 144. Is it?
144.
So here 144 minus 11 is equal to 133. Good. So now 133 minus 13. So 0, 120. Then 120 minus 15. 105. 105 minus 17. 1, 80. 88. 105 minus 17, 88. Then 88 minus next odd number, 19. What is the answer? 69. 69 minus 21. 48. So 48 minus 23. Minus 23 is equal to 25. Then 25 minus 25. 0. In how many steps you got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then this is 10, 11, 12, 13. So you have subtracted 13 odd numbers here. If you count the odd numbers that you have subtracted, we have 13 odd numbers we have subtracted. Therefore, square root of 169 must be 13. Okay. So 1, 3, there are odd numbers, consecutive odd numbers starting from the beginning. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 19, 21, 23, 25. If you keep subtracting these odd numbers, then the answer, final answer will become 0. So then how many odd numbers that you subtracted that you have to count? That will be its square root. Find the square roots of the following numbers by prime factorization method. So first given number is 729. So prime factorization. Is it divisible by 2? Is it divisible by 2?
No, sir.
No. Is it divisible by 9?
No, sir.
Plus 3? Is it divisible by 3?
3.
Yes, it is divisible by 3. So now 3 2s are 6, 3 4s are 12, 3 3s are 9. Again by 3. 3 8s are 24, 3 1s are. Again by 3. 3 2s are 6, 7s are.
Sir, 3 sevens are.
3 nines are. 3 threes are. So 729 can be written as 3 into 3, 3 into 3, again 3 into 3. The square root, this can be written as 3 square into 3 square into 3 square. 729 we can write it as the product of 3 into 3 into 3 like this. So square root of 729. We want to find out the square root of this 729. It is same as the square root of 3 square into 3 square into 3 square. So all are in pairs. So to find out the square root, remove the pair. Just you write down the number 1, 3. Then this is 3. This is 3. So square root of 3 square it is 3. Square root of 3 square it is 3. Square root of 3 square is 3. 3 3s are 9. 9 3s are 27. So square root of
27.
square root of 729 is 27. This is the solution. Is it clear? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now let us take one more question. 400. Second question. 400. Factorize this one 400 by a prime number. 2 2s are 10 2 zeros. 100s are
Sir,
2 50s are 2 25s are. Then 5 5s are. You can write it as 2 into 2, 2 into 2,
Sir, 2 into 2 into
5 into 5. 400 can be written as 2 square into 2 square into 5 square. Square root of 400
square root of 4 and
is same as square root of 2 square into 5 square. Now you remove these square numbers from this square root. So this 2 square will become 2. Then square root of 2 square is again 2. Square root of 5 square is 5. If you multiply this, 5 2s are 10, 10 2s are 20. Square root of 400 is 20. Is it clear to all of you? Here you should be very careful. Here you should be very careful. Only you have to use the prime numbers only. What are the prime numbers? 2, 3, 5, 7, 11.
Sir, 2 3 5 7 2.
2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, like that. Only such numbers should be used here. Prime factorization. Using prime numbers only you have to factorize. Is it clear to all of you? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Now let us go to question number 3 now. All of you do this now. Third question. Let us see who will do it faster. 1764. 1764. What is the answer? 42. Okay. Let us see. 1764. Okay, divided by 2. 2 8s are. Then 2 8s are. 2 2s are. 2 4s are. 2 4s are. 2 1s are. Again by. This is divisible by 3. 3 1s are. 3 4s are 12. 3 7s are. Again by 3. 3 4s are 12. 3 9s are. This is by 7 into 7. You can write this as 2 into 2, 3 into 3, 7 into 7. So 1764 can be written as 2 square, 3 square, 7 square. So square root of 1764 is same as square root of 2 square into 3 square into 7 square. That is 2 into 3 into 7. Okay. So now 2 3s are 6, 7 6 are 42. So square root of 1764 is 42. So this is the square root of this number. Is it clear? So using only the prime numbers, look at this, we are using only the prime numbers for the factorization. That's why it is called as prime factorization. So one more, fourth one you do now, 4096, 4096. Find out by factorization, prime factorization. Take this least prime number and divide it. Least prime number is 2. 2 2s are 0, 2 4s are 2 8s are. 2 1s are 0, 2 2s are 2 4s are. Again by 2. 2 5s are 2 1s are 2 2s are. Again by 2. 2 2s are 4. 2 5s are, 2 6s are. Again 2 1s are, 2 2s are, 2 8s are. Again 2 6s are, 2 4s are.
64.
2 3s are, 2 2s are. Again by 2, 2 1s are, 2 6s are. Again by 2, 2 8s are, 2 4s are. Again 2 2s are. So this can be written as 2 into 2, 2 into 2, again 2 into 2, again 2 into 2, by 2 into 2. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 into 2 into 2. Okay. So now this is 2 square,
Plus 6.
2 square, 2 square. Again you can write 2 square. So
64.
all are in pairs. So therefore square root of 4096 is same as square root of 2 square into 2 square into 2 square again into 2 square into 2 square. So you remove the square root now. So it will become 2. This will become 2. Then this will become 2. All numbers will become 2 only. 6 times. Okay. Multiply this one. 2 to the 4, 4 to the 8, 8 to the 16, 16 to the 32, 32 to the 64.
64.
Square root of 4096 is 64. Is it clear to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then today we'll stop here. Let us discuss tomorrow.